Hey guys, I'm here, Martingly Nelson, here with my big dog, Kris Alexzander, who just performed Everything You Need. Hey bro, on the real, if I gotta be very candid with you, you don't look like somebody that sings.
Yeah.
So what got you singing in the first place?
Man, like my sister. You know, we've been singing probably since about 6 years old. She was singing first. I was really rapping at first.
Okay.
I was rapping. And everybody was like, man, you can sing. And she kept saying, sing, like sing this, sing that. So really, she got me singing. That's what influenced me. Like, she taught me harmonies, everything. She taught me everything.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So she does gospel now, though. But, you know, I went more to R&B lane, so, yeah.
Right. So so we were talking about sex and dating.
Yeah.
You know, it's ghetto out here.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's the Wild Wild West. But how do you feel R&B has influenced sex and even our dating patterns?
Man, R&B influences sex a lot. Like, I mean, you got to think about, like, I know nowadays these kids are a little different, so, you know, they want to hear the ratchet stuff, but, you know, when we were growing up, we made love to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that influenced sex, like R&B, like, you know, it does that. So, you know, just making sure you just caress your woman and letting that song play and, you know, going through the motions of the song with your woman, like, that's just what it's for. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like R&B today, you know, like if we look at the whole genre, do you feel like that's what's being, is that the message that R&B is relaying over to us? To be sensual, to be caressing, to be sensual with our women?
No, I think nowadays it's more so about the streets. Like they're singing about the streets now. So, you know, we trying to bring that R&B back. That bedroom R&B, we trying to bring that back. You know what I'm saying? So
we're trying to repopulate the earth.
Right, exactly. Got to do that. Got to do that.
So, what would you say your R&B speaks to?
Man, it just speaks to every audience, really. You know what I'm saying? I think when it comes to my R&B, it's just off experiences. You know what I'm saying? What you done been through in life, experiences with your significant other or your wife or whatever your situation is. When you go through those situations, it comes out through song. That's what it does for me. You know what I'm saying? So most songs is about situations, stuff that happen.
Well, I'm hearing a lot of situations, especially in R&B, but the situations are pretty damn toxic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why is that the tone? Like as an artist, is that what sells more? Is that more relatable? Why is that?
I really feel like that's what sells more, and I feel like it's more relatable. I think it's both. I just think in the time and day that we live in now, you don't see a lot of families that's together. You don't see, and they're glorifying being toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like they like that. So I think that's a big influence on it. Like, and what you hear in music, you know, everybody's glorifying that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the music is not how it used to be. They're not really they're telling stories, but in their own way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing against the new music, but they're telling stories in their own way. And it's a little different.
So what's your story?
Man, my story is I'm just trying to please the women. That's just me. You know, I like that reaction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just grew up rapping, like I said. I started singing with my sister. And, you know, I just want to reach the people, the nations. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring that R&B back, that Case, that old P. Diddy. Right, I want to bring that back.
Yeah, when I think about R&B, I think about sex. But I also think about passion. Which one does your music emphasize more? Does it emphasize, okay, we trying to get it in right now? Or is it more about passion? Are we trying to slow this thing down? Are we trying to light up some candles? Are we trying to fill up a tub with bubbles? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what are we doing in your music?
Right, so with my music, I make that baby making music. You know what I'm saying? I want to take it slow. When you walk in, it might be some rose petals. It might be the bathtub filled with bubbles and water and ready for you. You know what I'm saying? I wait for you to get in the room. When she get in there, we take it slow. And that's just what my music speaks to.
Not too fast.
Yeah, not too fast. Can't go too fast.
Yeah.
Then you ain't let it marinate. You gotta let it marinate a little bit.
Marinate.
You gotta
soak inside.
You gotta let it marinate a little bit. You gotta get it started. You ever had that old car you had to pray to called Bessie? And when you was younger, you gotta speak to it. Yeah, you gotta speak to it. You gotta speak to it.
I think music should be more passionate because music can really speak to the soul. But I'm seeing how dating and sex and all these things are being practiced today. Can I put the blame on music?
I would say no. I mean, music definitely influences the younger generation. I would just say I don't think it's enough love. I feel like it's a war going on right now with women and men. I feel like everybody's pointing a finger at each other. They're not talking like we used to. They're not taking those old things that your grandma tried to teach you and show you. They're not taking that anymore. You know, they're making their own narrative about it. And that's why so many single people and nobody's making it. Everybody's making their own narrative about marriage and relationships and sex, and it's messing it up. Okay. They need to go back to the basics. You ever heard that? Go back to the basics.
Right. And we're speaking from the perspective of males. Right. What can we tell our brothers? What can we tell other men alike right now that are dating, that are looking for a partner, that are looking to intimately connect with someone? What would you tell that audience of men?
I would just say we need to step it up. I think a lot of people have a problem with accountability. I feel like a man creates the narrative, even in the household. If the man is upset, the whole house is just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, we create the narrative. So if we learn how to take accountability and we take control of the house and make sure everything is in order, everything else will fall in place. You know what I'm saying? A woman is only gonna submit to you when you have all your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So if you got yourself in line, she's gonna fall in line anyways. Anybody that love you make you fall in, they're gonna fall in line anyways, and you're gonna fall in line with it. So it's a submission on both ends. That's what people miss. But once they catch it, they'll catch it.
What? Hey, you done said submit. You said a lot of words there. You said submit, accountability. Yeah. These are things that are hard for people to practice, but I think that message will be well received, brother. Right. But once again, man, I got Kris Alexzander with us, who performed Everything You Need here on the 12th hour. Hey, man, tell everybody where they can find you.
Hey, man, you can find me on social media platforms. You can find me on Apple Music, all streaming platforms, Kris_Alexzander. It's Kris with a K, Alexzander with a Z.
Yeah. Well, thank you again, bro, for joining me, man. Hey, bro, we love your music. We're going to support you. Hey, thank you for joining us again on the 12th hour. Stay tuned. It's right.